Hi, this is Rob, and I'm here with another session of ALS Sucks. And today I'd like to talk and share a little bit with you talking about equipment. And as we've said many times before, and I really recognize that ALS presents itself differently, but in every case that I've kind of studied or aware of, one thing's for sure: at some point we need to start using outside equipment to compensate for what your body can no longer do. And this isn't always easy. I know for myself, I have a tendency to put it off. Well, I don't need that yet, I don't need this yet, or I don't really need a wheelchair, I can still walk, or whatever it might be. But that's not smart. And I've come to realize that the quality of life has a lot to do with your ability to manage life. And having the right equipment, whatever it would be for you, really is about helping you manage. It's about helping the caregivers see that you can still do some things, whatever they are. It will lift your spirits. And really the trick is to not wait until you absolutely need it, but get the training on it, get the equipment, get used to it before you need it. It's a lot easier to make a plan, when for getting honey, say, when the bees aren't all around you. So get ahead of the curve. The other thing I would say is that it is sometimes difficult for your loving caregivers, your wife or your husband or your children, to see the equipment initially. In some cases, it brings everybody a little closer, a step closer to reality, which is good intellectually, but emotionally, not always so easy to handle. And then there can be anxiety with the people who are going to use the equipment. Can I learn how? Will I hurt the person I love? And, what if I don't do it right? And it can be a little depressing, briefly. But I've found that once you start, things get better for everybody. Very difficult to see a loved one struggling to do something where the right piece of equipment could make a difference. So I'm going to use this time, a little bit of time, to introduce you to a very vital piece of equipment for me, and that is an air mask. And I have my partner here with me who will put this on, and she'll do it right now. Thanks. Could you just just bring down or lift up my arm here. Lift up my arm so I can get this set right. See? Now, I don't know, other than the fact that now I sound like I have a bad cold, but I could breathe, because this particular presentation of ALS attacked my lungs first. I've been using this happens to be a VPAP breathing machine for a long time. The core muscles in my chest don't work, so it's kind of like having a bellows, but the hinge is broken. So I need this air machine to fill my lungs so that I can talk. And perhaps you're beginning to notice right away that even though I sound like I have a cold, and I've got these things stuck up my nose, which is making my nose take on a little different shape, but that's okay. That even I begin to relax. I can see myself as I'm doing this. I feel more animated, I have more energy, I'm more at ease talking to you. So I use it as an example. And going forward, you'll see me in the mask probably more often than not. It's not uncomfortable relative to being without air. I used to say, breathing was way overrated. Well, I've had to kind of amend that theory just a little bit. But the machinery that they have today, whether it be a breathing machinery or a lift or a shower chair or an electric, power chair, whatever it might be, is such an advantage ahead of those that, went before us. I often think of Lou Gehrig. And this is called, Lou Gehrig's disease, and perhaps you've seen the clips of him saying goodbye to the Yankees. And I say, Lou, how did you sleep at night? Lou, how could you have existed without the equipment that is so available to me? I will not, Lou, take this equipment for granted because you paved the way. I would be silly not to use it. So don't hold back. Go ahead and get what you need. Learn how to use it. Become more comfortable. And it will be better for everybody. Thank you.